Thank you guys for coming back to another episode of Cobra TV. And today we're going to go over the brand new gameplay footage that IGN first released. But we're not going to play the video because we're not allowed to, blah, blah, blah. So we took screen captures and we're going to go over some of the things that stuck out to us. And joining me today, I have the awesome Vertical Speed.
Hey, guys.
All right. So let's dive right into this. One of the things I noticed in the very first, and it's not big, and it's, but it looks like you can mine trees, like extract resources from actual trees.
Carbon.
Yeah, carbon. The next picture looks like technology just laying out in the open. And in one of the other videos that I uploaded, it shows somebody coming up to it and extracting something from it. So it looks like
could be a cargo crate too.
I don't think that's a cargo crate. I think that's just a piece of technology just sitting there from a crash ship or something like that. But if you look in the press B-roll footage, you can see stuff like that laying around. That looks like pieces of ships. All right, and here we get to actually look through the binoculars that some of the playtesters have been talking about, where you could use them to zoom and look far away, like binoculars are used for. But these binoculars you could actually set waypoints with. And then after the scan, it shows different points of interest. Looks like different colored diamonds for different things. So you got like a blue one here and some green ones. Now we know we could, take the resource from some of these plants. So I'm wondering what the difference is between these green and blue ones.
Man, I hope they have colorblind support in No Man's Sky, or I'm going to be screwed.
Hey, don't you got those glasses?
Yeah, they don't work on screens, though. They don't work on artificial light, just sunlight.
Oh, wow. And for anybody else is wondering, Vertical Speed is colorblind, but he was given glasses to actually see color. But apparently, it only works outside. There's another shot of a tree showing that it could be... has resource for the taking. So I wonder if, how you walk up to the plants, and some of the plants you take the resource, and the bulbs on it kind of like disappear. So I wonder what happens to the tree. And then here's the Monolith. And I would like to talk about the Monolith because Peaceful Gamer, we talked about it on the subcast we just had, but Peaceful Gamer pointed out something really cool with the Monolith and him sleeping in front of the Monolith. Now, we know that you could accidentally run into another player in No Man's Sky, and we know that it's extremely rare, might not even happen, but if it ever does happen, the Sean Murray slept and went to sleep in front of this Monolith, and time fast traveled to daytime. So let's say you're on that planet and you're walking around, what's going to happen to your day cycle, or is it even going to matter? I mean, are you going to be walking around all of a sudden it just turns, night just turns into day? Or, I don't know, maybe we're just thinking too far into it.
Yeah, no, now you've got me thinking about that. I didn't even clue into that before. Because it's all supposed to be a persistent live universe, but that just interrupts that completely, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Especially, like when you need to craft something. I mean, there's no way to pause the game. You can't pause it, so... Don't know how that's going to work out. And you know what? Two people may never even meet at all, ever. So who knows?
Yeah. Is it even a big deal? Yeah.
Right.
Probably cares.
Then it shows a up-close screenshot, and it says, as you sleep, you are restored by a strange power. Ooh. So that's pretty cool. So his health was restored. I love the writing. I love all this. And then here's a really cool thing. When he's falling asleep at the Monolith. And one of the things that we know about No Man's Sky is that the planet is actually rotating on its axis, which causes day and night, right? So everything that's in orbit, such as a space station or a planet that you see in space from the planet, or a moon or something like that, it's going to, change positions after a good deal of time. And here, at nighttime, as he's getting ready to go to sleep, you can see this planet right behind the Monolith here up in the sky. And the next frame shows daytime, and it's gone. So it's not saying, hey guys, planet rotation confirmed. No, it's not that. It's just we've never seen something in the sky change from the same point of view before. And I just thought it was kind of cool to see that.
Yeah, that is cool.
All right, and then here we get to see a brand new version of the multi-tool, another multi-tool that we haven't seen before. And I think it's pretty cool. It's my favorite one yet.
Yeah, me too. I like this one the best.
All right, and then we got a close-up of the plutonium periodic table symbol here as he gets it from the crystal. And this is really cool here. This crab with these tubes coming out of... I'm gonna put a picture up in the final video of concept art, or them trying to design a silhouette for the game, some aliens, and it looks just like this one, kind of. This is my favorite part of the entire footage, is when he blows a hole into the side of this cliff here and finds a cave and goes in and gets warm. As you see here, it's negative 163.4 degrees Celsius. And then just before that, we get to see the crafting menu and the suit, weapons, ships, discovery, and options. But it looks a lot better. It's see-through, because you can't pause the game. You're able to see what's going on around you. It makes it feel so much more real, especially when you're in danger, and you got to hurry up and do something. So up here in the left-hand corner, it looks like you got your username, the name that you pick for your profile in No Man's Sky. And then there's that 10,000 units for the DLC pre-order. And then we got some things here in his inventory: bowcaster, mine laser, beam amplifier, and then scanner. And this is where he's going to craft plasma grenades so he can blow into the side of that cliff there. Then up top it shows, using L1 and R1 you can switch between suit, weapon, ship, discoveries, options. And this must be the name of the multi-tool.
Yeah, I think that's the name of the multi-tool, yeah. Because wasn't the DLC one like Rizosu or something like that?
Yeah. I think that's the one that we've seen in the older trailers.
Yeah, it is.
Which, I don't know. It might be worth getting something like that just because of the sentimental aspect. It would be kind of cool to have that Rizosu from the DLC bonus pre-order, just because that's the one we all seen first. Then down on the side we have laser, projectile, and grenade, and scan. And in this particular instance, he's going to craft a plasma grenade to blow into the side there. So
look at the detail in the side of that thing, man.
I know, right? All right, and so on this screen, he goes to suit. Then it shows the inventory slots for the suit, and we've got shield. What is that? Shield KI.
Shield KI. I'm sure somebody else is going to comment on this video. It's this stupid.
Right. And then jetpack. Then it shows some of the resources that he's carrying: carbon, silicone, sulfur, and plutonium. Now, a lot of people are like, I thought they made up their own. They did.
Yeah.
They're using a couple of real ones too. And then we have down the side armor, protection, stamina, and utilities. And man, that jetpack is just amazing looking.
Yeah, it looks cool.
It's just, the artists at Hello Games just blow my mind. It's like, where did they come from? Sean Murray was making Burnout. And then they did Joe Danger, and now they got this awesome stuff. Like, where did it come from?
They're one artist, Bo something. I follow him on Twitter. What's his name? Bo
Lam.
What is it?
Bo Lam.
Lam. Bo Lam. Yeah, like he often tweets art that he's done, and that guy's amazing. Like, I wish I had posters of the stuff that he's drawing. Just on his iPad or something, he'll post that. Just amazing.
Yeah, probably takes him no time at all.
Yeah, he just like scribbles it down when he's like sitting in an airport one day. He did it. I was like, man.
And this part's pretty cool. It's the ship section of the menu, and I like how it says ship is out of range. Ship out of range. And then some of its inventory slots are pulse drive, thamium.
Yeah, that looks like a made up element of the game, right?
Yeah. It's got to be.
Thamium 9. Yeah.
That's somewhat dummy.
Unless I'm a dummy too, yeah.
And then deflector, phase beam, and photon cartridge?
Cannon? Photon cannon.
Photon cannon. Yes. Yeah. Photon cannon. Close up of those guys. Showing the ship out of range, and on the side we got weapons, armor, scan, and hyperdrive. And I guess these are the bold outline would be like the progression.
Yeah, I think so.
And you got the name of the ship up there, which I'm not even going to try and pronounce. All right, so here he's going to choose an empty slot to build technology, create weapon upgrades and improvements. So he goes to build technology. Looks like you got laser weapons and then grenade, scan.
Yeah.
So he's going to build his. Here's something that's pretty cool. This isn't what he's going to build, but it accidentally selected. It's called a mine laser, mineral extraction beam, directed laser tool that exposes and captures minerals and released gases. Sustained user operation can result in sentinel, scrutiny, and possible attack. Also used in the damage and destruction of alien flora, alien fauna, and sentinels. So this mining laser is a pretty strong weapon.
Yeah, sounds like it.
And based on what he's got in his inventory, he has nowhere near enough to build this tech here. So then he finally selects the grenade, and there's land disruptor that he's getting ready to build. And it says that land disruptor, explosive energy grenades, excavation tool that operates through the distribution of remotely charged plasma shells. Careless use can result in disrupted alien ecosystems, sentinel attention, and damage to user. And its requirements are he's got just enough to build it easily.
It's like he planned that.
Right? All right, so there he shows it going into his inventory slot. Bam. It's there. It's done. It's built. And now he takes it out. Look at that shot of that multi-tool.
Yeah, so nice.
All right, so here's it's got a good animation for that plasma grenade coming out of the gun, or the multi-tool. It goes right, and the explosion's pretty cool too. And he blasts a hole, finds a cave, and goes straight down in it. And immediately it goes from like negative 163 degrees Celsius to 24.6 degrees Celsius and warms up. You would think it'd be colder underneath. But actually these little red orbs floating around kind of make it feel warm, hot. Plus it could be near lava or something like that. And then he blasts his way out, which is kind of cool because I know a lot of people in the No Man's Sky community, they want to build, they want to role play, make it feel like they're really stranded on the planet, have their own stories played out. And with this plasma grenade, you could literally make your own shelters or whatever. And Sean Murray even describes that in the video by saying people make temporary shelters, which is kind of cool. But as I was talking to a subscriber the other night, you could even role play and just consider one of the space stations your home. You know, just go down, live in that solar system, because there's quite a bit of interior in those guys. And here we get to see like the scanning.
It's almost like you have to aim at it now instead of just before where it was just scanned everything within your area type of thing, right?
Right. I think that the other type of scan is still around, but I think it's different I think you could do like aimed scanning as well. And here's another shot of that crab-like character or alien. And then here we go with one of the flora that he can, get the resource from. Just takes these right off and then just leaves the stems there. And looks like he can get silicate. And then this guy's really cool. So it looks like a plant, but it kind of reminded me of a scorpion. But he walks up to it and he walks up near it and it just flings at him. And this green smoke or gas comes off of it. But what's really cool is it doesn't go back to its normal state when he walks away. It stays straight up like a stick.
Yeah, that thing really caught me off guard. He just kind of walked by it too, and I was like, but Sean, that thing to the left.
Right, yeah, he didn't even acknowledge it. And we got a funny picture here of this Korvax. Now here's something that's pretty cool. The Korvax, inside the Korvax's little shop here, there is a flag on both sides. I would have to imagine that that's a flag of the Korvax alien species. So here's the save point. But when he walks up to the save point, you had this. It says ASIS 0B0 dot so on. And I didn't know what it was until the next screenshot that I captured, but it said coordinates saved. Another cool part is when he came up and had to blast his way through the door. There's a cool close-up of one of the drones there.
Oh, that's a cool shot.
So here he sees, we see him trying to blast down the door with his regular weapon or whatever. And it says press square to reload. So square confirmed. Reload. Oh, look, here's a knob. All right, pay attention to this knob on the side of the gun. It's a small little thing, but I think it's a small thing. It's like it's
a small knob.
Yes, it's a small knob, but it's the small things like this that really excite me about No Man's Sky. When he goes and uses his laser, it pops open and turns green on the sides.
Oh, cool. I didn't notice that before. That's awesome.
I think it is. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So he's blasting away at the door, and the circle here was a solid, outer bold circle, and as he's blasting away at it, it's dwindling down to nothing.
Yeah, it's like the health of the door type of thing, right?
Yeah. So here's the thing that's pretty cool. When he gets a wanted level, it says warning sentinels engaged, and what's cool is there's an atlas up here.
Mm-hmm.
Which Sean Murray did say the atlas played a role in the lore of No Man's Sky a long time ago, and I'm saying that for a reason. When we get to the end, there's something that is kind of strange, but we'll get to that later. And then here he goes. He destroys the drones, and it says warning: Sentinel combat unit deployed. And then that atlas symbol again. And here's where the quadruped sentinels come after him. Have you been noticing the screen tear?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Here's something that's kind of interesting. When he was getting shot by the quadruped sentinels, his shield went down, and you could see like this line, and it goes from top all the way to bottom, and it looks exactly like this what people are saying are screen tear, but I don't think it is. I think it's interference that he's seeing through his helmet.
Absolutely. Yeah, this is not screen tear. This is shield down.
What even the things that people are saying are screen tear, I don't think it is.
No.
I think it's just interference through his suit. I just think it's a touch that Hello Games put in there.
No, buddy. That's definitely screen tear.
I don't know.
No, it is. But we have to remember the game is not probably as optimized as it will be on release. So I think a lot of that screen tear will be gone. Because that happens to every game in some point of its development is massive screen tear.
I don't know. It looks on purpose.
It's not.
All right. Okay, so he walks up to this weird little panel, and it says Korvax Processing Facility Resilius R90. And there's the same thing there at the bottom. Then it has some Korvax language up here, and the options are purge reactor systems, reinitialize product distribution conveyors, and increase plasma flow beyond safety parameters. I wonder what that would do. Increase plasma flow beyond safety parameters. Blow it up?
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, right?
Blow up the factory.
Terrorist role confirmed in No Man's Sky.
Oh, now you've got the CIA watching this video because you've set off
You could be a fighter, an explorer, a traitor, and a terrorist. All right. So he chooses purge reactor systems, and this little thing pops up, and it says all systems are fully operational. And see this? I don't know what this is. I don't know. There's something over here in the corner. I don't think it's this. I think that's just a light.
That's just a light, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
But when he walks over, there. Wow! Look, 100 iridium collected. But when he walks over here, there's an interact button, and here's another one of those coordinates. So I don't know what it's wanting him to interact with here, but then he goes outside. Here's a screenshot of some of the quadruped sentinels, and an up close of the display for the laser. There's that knob. So calling your ship is out from a long time ago, because he said it was too annoying when people move 5 feet and call their ship. But it looks like he's added it back into a certain point. You can go to a landing pad. As long as you have a bypass chip, you can call your ship no matter where it's at to that landing pad. So remember, it was out of range earlier, and he goes up to this kiosk. It says plutonium fuel element uncommon, the most popularly used power element throughout the outer rim for transit through space. In rare instances, plutonium can be highly radioactive, but generally is not dangerous unless consumed in an unrefined form. So
I won't be eating that.
Right. And then he goes to empty slot build technology, but he finds out that he doesn't have enough to build that bypass chip. So the bypass chip says illegal hacking device, a single-use device of Korvax origin used to hack various encrypted panels, a handy must-have for all hackers, spies, space pirates, and criminals throughout the galaxy. So there you go. There's more roles to play. Spies, hackers. And then there's these cargo drops that were on the landing pad too. So he walks over to them, picks them, opens them up, and he gets 34 silicone here. And then goes to the other one, and he gets 15 sulfur. And these screenshots were captured before it was done populating, so he got a lot more than 8 silicone from that one cargo drop. And here's a little icon for his laser overheating. So then he goes back. He's got plenty to build his bypass chip. And this was kind of interesting. He accidentally highlighted this. It said charge cylinder, powerful energy source. So it's like a battery. Specialized power storage unit supplies instant power to targeted laser and plasma devices on user demand, vital to mining and sometimes self-defense. And he's got 5 of 10. And there's an option there to just throw it away. And he goes in, calls his ship, it lands. A little symbol there's kind of cool. And then this part was kind of cool. I asked the playtester who played the game if the ship just takes off immediately when you get into it, but Sean Murray actually sat there for a little bit before he took off. So I'm still unclear how that works. And it says exiting Bellari 5 atmosphere. Oh, look at that sun. Pretty sun. Come on. It's a pretty sun.
That's very pretty.
Damn it.
Right.
And we got to see a little bit of those lines that are trade routes for some of those traders. Look at that. What is that, a galaxy or a nebula?
Nebula, yeah. That's pretty cool.
It is. And then here's a moon. This is the moon of the planet that he was on, called Yavil. It's got an atmosphere and water. And what's really cool is there's only 2 planets in that solar system that he was in. So there's not a set amount of planets per star system.
Did you see on the last picture it had the time to destination sort of countdown?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. 16 minutes and 39 seconds is what it would take you to fly there.
Right. So if you had your hyperdrive, or not even hyperdrive, but like a boost.
Like a boost, yeah.
Yeah. That takes fuel. So if you ran out, you would have to mine an asteroid to get more fuel, such as this one here, to get to the rest of the way. Otherwise, it will take you 16 minutes to get there.
Yeah. That's so cool. I love that.
Really? Yeah. And then here's a space station here, and you got the trade route lines going in and out. I think that's pretty cool. Then here he tries to attack this freighter. These little canisters come out. And it says warning Sentinel interceptors, but there's no Atlas symbol this time.
So many mysteries still.
Yeah. There was on the planet, but now there's not one here.
No, I know. That's crazy.
And then here's one of the space police. It's a very fuzzy picture. I tried to get as close as I could, but not a good job. And then he goes into the space station here. And what's to stop him from going out there without a ship? No invisible walls or barriers. So what's to stop you? Wonder if you could. So he dies in space and he respawns at the space station, but he's got his ship back. So, like I said in a previous video, I don't know if that's because he is just demoing the game and they just made it that way, or if there's like insurance you can buy, or if the pod ship has completely been taken out of the equation.
Yeah, I was curious about that when that happened as well.
Yeah. There's stairways on both sides, but he takes us up to the one on the left, and he goes through here. Look, there's those Corvax flags again up on the space station. So they must own that entire area. And he walks in, looks out the window, and tries to equate the play area to the size of this little dot here. That's
insane.
Yeah. Another cool shot of a ship coming in. And what's really cool is at this point in the video, he literally says that there's aliens, NPCs in those ships, and they would get out and you could trade with them, talk to them, maybe even buy their ship from them. And then we get here to the brand new vibrant galactic map, which I'm so excited for. Someone was like, it looks like a Christmas tree, and I'm like, well, No Man's Sky feels like Christmas.
Yeah, it really does.
Very appropriate. But what's cool, okay, now we're going to get back to talking about the Atlas. We know that the Atlas is indeed part of the lore for No Man's Sky. Now, a lot of my subscribers are saying that the reason why it says Atlas connection disrupted, status unknown, could be because he's playing offline. I don't think that's the case. If people who are playing offline don't have the Atlas as part of the lore, then that just doesn't make any sense. Yeah. When he was on the planet, and it says Sentinels were engaging, had the Atlas symbol above them, but when he was out in space, the Atlas symbol did not show up. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't really know what to say about that. I have no idea. I really don't. I don't think it's the offline online thing. That just doesn't make sense to me.
It makes sense to me, but I don't think that's what it is. I mean, that it does, I could see that being a cool way to say you're offline, but when you upload,
do you think maybe that there's an Atlas point? I'm just throwing something out there, that on each planet or in each solar system you need to activate an Atlas antenna or something, beacon?
I don't know. A long time ago, Sean
just
said that there's something in every solar system that you can do. You can choose to do it that will fundamentally change that solar system forever. So I don't know if that has something to do with the Atlas or what. But he was offline. If he is offline, then the Atlas was playing a role while he was on the planet, but not in space.
That's interesting. That's a good one.
Yeah, it's kind of confusing. So here you get to see the lines of planets that you can jump to with your current hyperdrive. Not planets, but stars. He shows lines connecting to stars that lead you to the center. So not only do we have that bright light to use as a source of the direction to go to, but we actually have a determined path based upon where we are towards the center. So here we have like a nice, perfect view of the center. There's really not a whole lot of information to really point out that we didn't already know from reading the playtesters' articles, PC Gamer, and all the other people that got a chance to play it. It's just that we finally got a chance to see what they were talking about, and I think that's the most exciting part about it. All in all, great footage. I'm happy to see all these things. But getting back to, my question to you, did you pre-order the 65 Days of Static CD?
I actually pre-ordered the 4 vinyl set plus digital download.
The one from IMBit or the one from 65 Days?
No, the 65 Days. It was through their website, or through another website. I can't remember the name. Started with an L.
Oh, yeah. Lace Records or something like that.
Yeah,
Lace Records, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a record company they go through.
Yep. Yeah, but no, I got the 4 vinyls coming in. I can't wait. That's
pretty cool. Why'd you go with vinyl?
I don't know, because I don't listen to CDs. Like, I don't put a CD into my vehicle. I don't do that. I'll listen to the digital download on my phone or something like that.
Right.
But I just like vinyl. It's cool. It's got that, that cool feeling to it. Probably frame it even.
Yeah, Exactly.
Yeah.
I've already been into my local GameStop and claiming some of the displays that they have set up.
Oh, I should do that.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
That's it. One of those is mine, right?
Yep, I'll take this.
One of those is mine, right? Yes. I'm holding you to that. I'm holding you to
They're probably just like, yes, get out. We see you so often. Go.
Right? Oh, man. I think they liked it better when they didn't know what No Man's Sky was, because it wasn't a reason for me to go in harass them. But yeah,
it's going to be an interesting month ahead, huh? So.
Yes, I can't wait to see what else we get to see. But, the question is, do we really want to see more? I don't.
Yeah, I do and I don't. There's this guy at work, and so this new footage came out the other day.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, you got to watch this, because he's really into No Man's Sky now, too. I got him into it, and I'm pretty proud that I got him into it. And he's like, I don't care. I'm like, what do you mean you don't care? He's like, I'm sold on that game already. I don't need to see more stuff. He's like, I already want the game to come out really bad. I'm like, fair enough. I wish I could.
Yeah, right. Like, don't bite my head off, buddy.
Yeah. It's like, when you've waited like 4 years for something to come out or whatever it's been, and any little bit of footage you can get, I can get. I'm taking it. Sorry, but yeah.
I don't know. I'm at the point where I think we know enough, and I think we've seen enough.
Yeah. I don't think we're really going to learn anything else in the next month.
Well, I don't know. He could be dropping some multiplayer bombs or, who knows?
Yeah. It'll be cool. IGN's second.
The biggest thing that I want to hear, I think, from the IGN first is solid, permanent, 100% plans for the future. Like what he wants to do later. Like, not we would like to do, but I would like to hear things that he wants to 100% implement into the game later. Yeah.
Like all the questions about VR. He always says the same scripted thing. It's just... If you go to the lengths of scripting something like that, that there's at least discussion happening between Hello Games and Sony, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah. When he was asked about the project PSVR, in one of the interviews, he literally just looks down and smiles, and then he explains, "We're a small team."
Yeah, we're a small team. We're really focused on just making the game. Yeah. We just really want the game to come out, but I think it'd be really cool.
And he looks up at the interviewer, and he just looks at him and smiles, and the interview just stares at him. No one's saying anything at all. And Sean Murray just he laughs and then looks back down again. It's like, wow, that was one hell of a stare down. Yeah. But it was still not a yes or no. And it was the same thing. Like when he was asked about a physical release, he was like, well, we're a small team,
Yeah.
It's always the response when he doesn't want to give a yes or no. So who knows? I can't imagine that No Man's Sky would be a missed opportunity for PSVR or VR in general.
Yeah.